Hello and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Politics on Naija Anchor News. Today we unravel a rising geopolitical shift, one that challenges decades of global power balance and questions the very foundation of Western dominance in Africa. This isn't just about diplomacy, this is about sovereignty, this is about survival, this is about a new world order. At the center of it all, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, the bold young leader of Burkina Faso, and his historic appearance at the Russia's 80th Victory Day celebration in Moscow. But what does this mean? Let's break it down bit by bit. It was no ordinary guest list. As the Red Square echoed with military parades and patriotic music, world leaders took their places beside President Vladimir Putin. Among them, standing tall in the military fatigues, was no other than Captain Ibrahim Traoré. But this wasn't just for the cameras. This moment, this image symbolized something deeper, a pivot away from the West and toward a new strategic alliance with Russia. This commentary paints Traoré's presence as a deliberate act of defiance. No longer will any African leader rush to the European capital only to be summoned like school children. Instead, Traoré was invited, honored, and treated as an equal on the world stage. This message was clear: respect Africa or step aside. Russia, once sidelined in African affairs, is now stepping forward as a partner, not as a master. The emphasis is on investment without domination, military support without occupation, and friendship without interference. At the heart of this alliance is a rebellion not of arms, but of ideas. No more neocolonialism, no more economic manipulation, no more puppet government. This isn't just Burkina Faso speaking, it's a voice that echoes the growing frustration of African nations tired of being exploited for their minerals, dictated by IMF policies, and bullied into submission by foreign NGOs and military bases. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, in many eyes, has become a symbol of resistance, a new Sankara for a new generation. May 9th isn't just a date for Russia, it's a day etched in blood and memory. It commemorates the defeat of Nazi government in World War II, where the Soviet Union lost over 200 million lives. But beyond the military parades and historical remembrance, Victory Day is also a projection of power. It reminds the world that Russia has always stood against imperialism, whether it came dressed as fascism or Western exceptionalism. Traoré's participation in this event isn't random. It aligns Burkina Faso's struggles with a broader global resistance to Western hegemony, a symbolic handshake across generations between those who fought for survival then and those fighting for self-determination now. It is not just Russia and Burkina Faso. Leaders from China, Brazil, Venezuela, Belarus, and others were present, each with their own scars, their own battles with Western dominance. Together, they painted a picture of a world no longer willing to be dictated by Washington, London, or Paris. So, what should we take away from all this? First, shifting alliances. Africa is no longer content with begging at the table of its former colonizers. Countries like Burkina Faso are now choosing partners based on respect, not history. Anti-Western sentiment is rising. Whether it's justified or not, more African voices are rejecting the Western involvement in their internal affairs, especially when that involvement comes with strings attached. A multipolar world is emerging, For decades, the global order was dominated by a handful of countries, but today power is fragmenting. The world is no longer unipolar, it's multipolar, and Africa wants a say. The memory of World War I is being used not just to honor the past, but to legitimize the present struggle against modern-day imperialism. This isn't just about one visit. This is about continental shift. From Burkina Faso to Mali, from Niger to Guinea, a new wave of African leadership is emerging. Leaders who are not afraid to chart their own courses, even if it means standing alone. But the question remains, will this new world order bring liberation or simply a new form of dependency? Only time will tell, but for now, one thing is certain: Africa is awake, and it's speaking with its own voice. Now, what do you think, viewers? Are we witnessing the fall of a Western domination in Africa, or is this just history repeating itself under a new flag? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with the boldest political stories on the continent. Until next time, this is Let's Talk Politics on Naija Anchor News, where the people's voice leads the headlines.